right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to, what is it, Wall Street? Yeah. Welcome to Wall Street Wednesday. Hope you guys had a good day so far. It's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. We got a lot of things to go over today. And yeah, it's been pretty cool, I must say. You know, how many educators do you know tweet at the exact low of the day to the very minute? Huh? How many? How many, chat? That's why your mentor is here. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. You like that? Do you like that, chat? Can I open the stream talking some shit? Can I do that? Can I do it? I mean, bro. I mean, when was our low today? 8:42. When was that tweet? 8:42. I don't know, baby. I don't know. 1 minute time frame. Stay off the 1 minute. How about you learn how to trade? How about you learn how to trade? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to cuss. But we'll talk about it. Right? What are we going to talk about? Soup. How does John keep doing this shit, bro? How does he do it? How does he do it? Nobody else can do this shit. Turtle soup. Turtle soup. You already know. You already know. What's good? Mason, Ibrahim, Flacco, Toby. Let me turn music back on. Can't hear this shit. Leon, 2020, Naruto, Rob, Remy, Bazell, Marshall, Victor. Pop, you like the new stream cover? You like that? I made it last night. What's good? Robin, Convicted Capitalist, Willow. Yeah, I'm on one today. Nah, I just had lunch though. And I'm hoping we can get our target for NQ, because I did tell you, I didn't tweet it, but in the Discord I said data highs is probably on the table. That was around 9:30. That was not intentionally timed for right in here, obviously after an up move like that. But we did come down into this 5-minute imbalance, which I'll talk about in a minute. And I wanted to long. I wanted so bad to long. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to go play video games instead. So that's what I went to go do. That's what I went to go do. Robert passed the 50K challenge today. Let's go. We got to pin that. We got to pin that. Bruce said today was a lot of fun. The inversion on NQ you called out inside the premium of a weekend gap. Damn, that's a lot of shit. Stop. Sorry. That's a lot of stuff, Pop. But I agree. Why do you think I tweeted inside that? Right? Initially at 7:40. Your boy was up early today. I was up early today. Dude, I've been working out, dude. Like, straight up. Like 2 days in a row. But I did 2 different workouts yesterday. So I slept pretty good. Felt pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about it now. You know? So it sucks eating clean. It sucks drinking a lot of water. It sucks, you know. Dude, I went around the neighborhood yesterday with a weighted vest on. I did some push-ups with a weighted vest on. Oh my God. I'll probably do it again, but it's so like, oof. That shit was not easy. And I know I make trading look easy, but I do not make working out look easy. You do not want to see that. You'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck is he doing? Be like, somebody get this guy a trainer. Somebody get this guy a trainer, dude. What kind of shit is that? All right. So, 21,574 down to 21,463. That does happen to be if we scroll all the way out, because we're on a 1 minute time frame, if we scroll all the way out and we go to, excuse me, if we go to Friday's close and Sunday's open, that's where those levels are derived from. You see that? So, as I've already explained to you time and time again, we did get buy side price delivery, but we do not have sell side price delivery. Right? So we got buy side. Cool. But we do not have sell side. Okay? So if we were to dig into this, ideally we shouldn't trade to the low end of it. Can we? Of course. Can we trade below that? Of course we can. But nonetheless, after CPI this morning, after CPI pretty much wrecked everybody. Not me though. I'm not trading prior to CPI. But afterwards is fine. So we dig into it, dig down one more time. And so right in here, I said watching indices here, what are you looking at today? Nobody responded, so you guys are ass. Anyway, we do make a short-term low, and then we make a lower low at 802. And what I was watching for was that inversion model right there. The exact inversion model that I gave you a long time ago for free. And you would have been 250 points ago, 260 points ago. That ain't fucking bad. That is not bad, is it? That's pretty damn clean, huh? Inversion model, dude. Inversion model. This is simply a 1 to 2. Okay. Now, if I didn't get stepped out in profit, if I still had one contract on, that would be at currently a 1 to 8. 8.5. High RR is a scam, right? Oh, 1 to 2 is all you need. 1 to 5, 1 to 8, that's bullshit. Really? Is it? Is it bullshit? Or do you not know what the fuck you're talking about? I don't know. I'll let you decide, chat. I'll let you come to your own conclusion on what you think is bullshit and what you think is, well, you see who's passing combines and challenges and shit, right? Okay, so we won't spend too much time on it. But there it is, okay? Short-term low taken, last imbalance right there. I'll zoom in. Okay? See that? Boom. We trade and close above the inversion, so that next candle on the way down, boom. That's the entry long. Stop at the low. Should be like right here. Close enough. Okay. And the 1 to 2 is right there. See that? See how easy that was? Real simple, real easy. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. It's good for me. It's good for you. Right? All the time. All the time. So, data, right? CPI sent us lower. So we've already spent time at the lows. Okay. So what do we have left? CPI high, data high. Right. And I know that seems kind of weird when it's down here. It's like, oh, there's no way we could rally 300 points. Look at the fucking chart. What do you mean? What do you mean? Data highs and lows get taken all the time. May not be on the same day. It may not be on the same day. But sure enough, somebody was short. And they're about to get taken. So that's what that looks like. All right. If we go down, or excuse me, if we go up rather, if we go up to a 5-minute time frame, okay. I'm not going to do this for every hour, but I guess we could spend a little bit of time on the time compression matrix. If you guys want to do that. Okay. So for those of you that don't know or have not seen this before, this is my time compression matrix. It's not something that is new or magical. It's just a visual representation of time. It's just time. That's all it is. There's no, I mean, there are candlesticks, obviously, but they're just lines. But the idea is to separate every hour into two 30-minute candles, or for 15-minute candles, 12 fives and 61s. Okay. So if we break down let's say a day or a session, obviously a 8-hour day is going to have 8 hours, right? Oh, damn, John, that's real revolutionary. There's 8 hours in an 8-hour day. Right. I mean, but hey, I'm the one that's tweeting low of the day and you're not. So how about you pay attention? You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll stop. Every hour, okay, up to where we are right now, even right now, 12:15. Okay. Every hour has its own open, high, low, close over and over and over again. So if we trade down and into Sunday's gap, which again is down here, okay? Jesus, dude, fucking send this shit. If we've already traded into Sunday's gap, we got an inversion model, and we have data high as a possibility for the market to reach into, which I still think it can. I think it will. I mean, it's 12 when we're already like 43 points away. I think it'll be pretty imminent. Then if we're late into a move, you remember how I told you if you're on a 1 minute, you can wait for the next, let's say, 5-minute candle to open, or maybe the next 15-minute candle to open. Or let's say it's like 12:27. It's like, okay, well, a new 30-minute candle is about to open. So let's wait for that candle to open and trade lower if we're going to be bullish, right? So you see that same phenomenon happen here. If we break down today, again, equities open is at 8:30. It's not 8. So I would much rather pay attention to that open than the 8 o'clock open. But nonetheless, 9 o'clock is here. What takes place? Ten o'clock is here. What takes place? 11 is here. What takes place? 9 a.m. drops down, rallies, close. 10 o'clock, again, I wanted to long that and I did not. But what happened? 10 o'clock drops down, short-term low. How far can price go below a low? An imbalance. Boom. Hit that. Trades higher. 11 was lunch. A whole lot of not really too much going on. Does trade below the open. Imbalance here. Rallies off of it. And I can, again, reasonably expect that we should trade higher. Does that make sense? Every single hour. I agree, Pop. I agree. What's good, Nikki? And anybody else that I missed? There is, Miguel. I just haven't added it yet. I keep forgetting. And yeah, I agree, Ricky. No, I definitely agree. I mean, ES had, a really good play too. And I'll talk about that in a minute as well. So today's Wednesday. So Tuesday and Monday, and I think I shared this last week. We've been getting a lot, or I guess we've been getting into the idea of imbalances and how to tell if they're going to be left open or not. Top Step Selling and Instagram influencers, me and the group really keep up with that stuff, and we call it Rich Retail. Oh, Rick Retail. Ooh. Well, it is what it is. What's good, Harmon? What's good? So let's go in here, okay? Let's go into this. What do you think I'm going to show you? If we have an imbalance, right? How can we anticipate if it should trade to the low end or not? It's already there, actually. It's the smaller time frame. So let's change this to like a... That looks bad. Let's do lines instead. For demonstration purposes. Okay. So remember that these two levels, 667, 640, or 624, those two levels are this imbalance here. Okay. When we go down and we look at, and I know you already see it, but just bear with me here. When we look at this price run, from down here to up here, okay? When we look at this price run, look at this here. You see how we had some downside rallies, downside, a lot of business down here, and then we took off. So this, to me, has some efficient delivery. This, right, in this pass, does not. Okay? So there's an imbalance within the 5-minute, and there is actually a couple more. There's one down here. Okay? And of course, there is one way down here. All right. So when we look at what took place here, why do you think? And the market can, Miguel. It can. It's just that if you expect a deep retracement, it's probably not going to give it to you. That's why we have 3 on this 1 minute, but yet it only taps into the first one. Body's respecting it too. Okay. Those two down here, they are breakaway. Okay. Breakaway. Down here, there is, again, a lot of back and forth. So there's efficient price delivery down at the 600, 624s, you know, like this, just general vicinity right here. So price, I'll highlight it again. I'm talking about this right here. Okay, I'm talking about this right here. And TradingView keeps throwing it in front of the candlesticks, bro. What the fuck, man? Shit's annoying. Sorry. This right here is what I'm talking about. A lot of back and forth. So if we extend that over just for visual aid, it never comes back down into that. It doesn't need to. The market's already delivered buy side and sell side down there. So it doesn't have a reason to reprice down here. Does that make sense? On top of the fact, like if we go back to the 5-minute, on top of the fact, yeah, we got a lot of shit on here, dude. We got a lot of shit, but I like having fun here. This price here, if you look left, obviously that imbalance is here, but we also have this inversion here as well. So that overlaps it too. So you see how we have a bullish, well, you have an imbalance formed on the upside. Previously, you had one form on the downside. So you had 2, and they overlap here. And then that 1 minute rests within it. You see that? You see how precise that gets? That gets very precise. But that may not be enough for you. Okay. Well, when price traded down in here, you had this low, lower low, a lower low, and then another, like 2 more lower lows. So you have all kinds of what? Lower lows below an old low. So this can be seen as what? What can it be seen as? Soup. I literally went to my pantry just to pull out this fucking can for you guys. Soup. Turtle soup. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you disagree. Okay. You can disagree. That's fine. But either way, if it's not, it still does what? Rallies up. And then there's a small imbalance right there on the 1 minute. See that? Boom. Right there. That is what I should have taken at 10:33. I did not. 10:30, that's a new 30-minute candle as well. It had already traded down a little bit. It does have a wick on the downside. So it already traded below its open. And then there you go. See that? And look where it's at. Way up here. I'm glad y'all think it's funny. I just want you to remember it. That's all. So next time you see it, right? Next time you're like, oh yeah, I remember John holding up that dumbass can of soup. Oh, this is a turtle soup. That's probably the low. It's a either a lower low or a series of lower lows below a recent low in a bullish market. So you can trust the low to be set. You can long that bitch and have a good day. You know what I mean? I don't really see that as a mitigation, but I think you're right. You might be right. It just looks so, it just like, what the fuck is this? It just looks a little weird to me, but I guess if you wanted to consider that, you could. Bodies do respect it. If you want to. You could say that. Sure. But the imbalance doesn't overlap, so I wouldn't count that as my mitigation model. Necessarily. But yeah. Right down on there. Fractal low. That would be a next 5-minute candle entry inside that supposed mitigation before it launched. And it never comes back to your entry. Never. It runs away from your entry. Is this pretty cool stuff to you guys or what? Drop some ones in the chat if you guys are starting to get this now. You get the market maker models, you get the turtle soup. You know what I mean? You get how I can do stuff like this. Okay. Look at that. That is perfection, baby. That is absolute perfection. Ooh. All right. Maybe not the 15 second. Maybe not the 15 second. But that's still inside that 1 minute candle. Look at that. That's fucking ferocious, bro. That's insane. That's disgusting. If you would have told me, let's say I was in the Navy like 10 years ago. If you would have told me 10 years ago, a decade ago, if you'd have been like, bro, not only will you predict the market, but you will predict it to the very minute. I'd be like, you're a fucking get out of here. No one can do that shit. No one can do that shit. Get out of my face with that. And I would have been pretty wrong, huh? These lows here, see that? Those two lows right there. Swept once, rallies, doesn't push past this imbalance. Okay, I was wanting that to be an inversion, and it wasn't. I was like, oh shit, that's not an inversion. Then as soon as we make a lower low here, I'm like, okay, let me go look at Nasdaq. And yes. And then that's when I tweeted, we traded a little bit lower, and I'm like, yeah, the other two indices are higher, Dow is lower. And it's trading right below that. See that? That is a lower low below some lows. That is turtle soup. That's turtle soup. And look at that. Beautiful. That would come back for these lows. But nonetheless, like, bro, come on. I teach it to you. I trade it. And I tweet at the low of the day. This is why I'm going to teach leadership now, because how can I do better than this? How can any honestly, like real shit, how can any educator beat me on that? You're going to beat tweeting at the low of the day on a 1 minute time frame? I don't think so. So I'm going to switch over to leadership now. So we'll see if I can go dominate that shit too. We'll see. Oh, that's right. Sorry. If we go back, okay? If we go back, Friday, Sunday, boom, there it is. Okay, just like Nasdaq and ES, right? That, sorry, Sunday's gap, Friday's close, Sunday's open, and then you have yesterday's low as well. So we trade below yesterday's low, we trade to the low end of Sunday's gap. We almost like trade all the way at the open of it. Like we almost come all the way down to the end, but we don't. Okay, we leave like a couple of points open. So that was the weakest index, so I wouldn't necessarily say that is bullish, but you're in a discount. You're in a extreme discount. Market absolutely ripped ass. Made some lows, then another low, and then another one. You know what I'm saying? So we made multiple lower lows into the low end of Sunday's gap. That is extreme discount. Extreme discount. No, Flacco, I just drew those lines on here a minute ago to show you guys. I don't keep all this shit on my chart. I don't clean. I have a cleaning lady. I try to keep my charts as clean as possible. Okay? I don't want to be distracted with every single concept and all that stuff. It gets very messy. I'm looking at mostly a naked chart. I did have Sunday's, the two lines on here for Sunday's gap for Dow earlier and for NQ as well. I had that on there. And the inversion, that was it. I didn't have equities open. I didn't have the imbalance. I did have data high as well, but that's way up here. So if I'm looking down here, then I'm not really worried about the target just yet. I know it's up there. I know that it is the target, but I'm focused, you know, in here when price is down here. Oh, no, I don't have that shit. I don't even know where that stuff is at. The vertical and horizontal, no. The vertical is on 0. The horizontal is on 14. Of whatever color they have. So I want them shallow. Like my haters, dog. I want them shallow. Know what I mean? So that's that. Let's go take a look at ES for just a minute. We do have some clean lows here. Right there. That might be problematic for longs at the moment. That could be problematic for longs. Because anybody who has been long and they're up, their stop is going right there. Or maybe even at the most recent low, but there's a cluster of stops right here. Easily. 6,098 and 3/4. If we zoom out just a little bit, that is not just a data high, but that data high is part of these highs here that are very, very close together. So liquidity up here. Sunday's got the soup from down here. Remember, Dow made a low at 842. I gotta stop eating lunch before the stream. 842 is right there. So if Dow is lower, if Dow is souping, if that's even a word, it's higher here. Okay, so it's obviously stronger than Dow. If NQ is bullish, ES is going to be bullish as well. So we get a retracement, we launch. This imbalance on ES does trade to the low end, but if there is one thing, I mean, I've taught you probably hundreds of things at this point, but if there's one thing that I did teach you about stop loss placement or imbalances, they usually go at the low of the candle that completes the imbalance. So in theory, because I didn't trade ES here, but in theory, if the stop was at this low, you never got stopped out. In theory, you would have never got stopped out. So these lows here should be souped. We should sweep these lows and then run for 6,100 and above. We should do that. And then that. That's my opinion. If we trade above 6,098 and we leave those lows open, I would be shocked and I would not want to trade the rest of the day. Because that just doesn't, I just don't see that. I just don't see that. But I mean, I guess if this lower low on NQ is enough to launch NQ higher, then maybe ES goes with it. I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell, to be honest. The strength and weakness from today has been a little, I don't know. They don't make the same lows and the same highs at the same time. So things have been a little off key, I guess is probably the right word. Is there a reason why I have them on? Yes. Just to see if that 80 level lines up or if there's a 50 level that lines up, just so I can see it clearly. See like that 50 level right there? See that shit? Boom. 50 level inside of a imbalance and an inversion. See that? 21,650 even. Boom. But I don't want to keep putting lines on there. I want to be efficient, not lazy. And drawing every single line is not efficient. But having those shallow lines on here, all I got to do is stretch the chart and look. So it's just a couple of less buttons to press. So yeah, there is a method to the madness. That, the shallow lines and the orange mitigation box I got from a friend of mine who, he's a trading friend of mine. We've been friends for quite some time, probably like almost 10 years now. But I told this story all the time because we obviously shared charts with each other back in the day, like 2016, 2017. And he had an orange box that had a different opacity. And I was like, oh, what is that? Like, how did you do that? That's how I got the orange color. And so when I decided as an educator to keep all the concepts the same color, meaning I wasn't going to change an imbalance from gray to pink or purple or whatever. Purple is for inversions. Pink is for liquidity. Orange is for mitigation. The teal is for, like, you know, a lot of people call them order blocks, but you know, I call them institutional candles essentially. So we have those, and then excuse me, data highs and data lows are that teal with a little bit thicker line. So that is why orange is mitigation. So there's a method to the madness. There's a reason that I have everything. Everything is the way it is for a reason. There's a reason my charts are basically grayed out. They're not really black and white. It's basically gray and white. You know, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that I have only NQ, ES, and YM on here, and the ETFs with the dollar index. And I don't know why I added this shit. I'm going to get rid of that. VIX we could probably keep. But there's a reason Nasdaq's on top, S&P's in the middle, Dow's on the bottom. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that dollar is here. It's just not usually a question that most people ask. Most people don't think that this stuff gets that deep, but it does. What other questions you guys got while we see if we can get a low taken on ES? If we were to suit that low, it'd be hard to tell where the stop would be with some precision, if I'm being honest. Because we have this here. We do have a lower one. I don't think we'd get to that lower one. I think we should stay in the upper. So if it was me, I would do... Okay. I would do here what took place down here. Run the lows, create an imbalance on the way, trade through it, and then use that as an inversion to launch higher. That's what I would look for. Oh, damn, Mason. Usually the cert is usually like the same day or the next day. I got mine the same day. If I didn't get it the same day, it was the very next day. I didn't really have to wait. Why do you think, Amin? Why do you think? Why do you think Nasdaq's on top, ES is in the middle, and Dow is on the bottom? Why is my index sandwich the way it is? Why do you think? I'll let you look at it. I'll let you look at the numbers, and I'll let you figure it out. Dow is dookie, so it's on the bottom. That's part of it. That is part of it. You'd be right. You see how clean those lows are, chat? They're too clean, bro. They're too clean. They're just asking. They're saying, take me. Take me. Right? It's Valentine's Day. Just, or it's getting ready to be Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Just. There it is. Yeah, Dow usually the laggard. NQ typically the leader when it comes to upside. And S&P is usually in the middle. It's not going to be like that every day. But in a general sense, yes. That's why it's like that. The more you know. You guys learned a lot today. Now, mind you, a list in order, that's, you know, that's not going to make or break your career. It's rather useless, to be honest, but it's why I did it that way. Thought I had funk. I got fucking house music on. What the fuck am I listening to? Okay. Huh. Funny how I command the market to go lower and it obeys. Do y'all like that shit? Do y'all like that, chat? We should trade lower. We should grab those lows. Boom. Maybe I am a market maker, dude. Maybe I am. Maybe the market maker's on the stream right now and saying, yeah, I'm going to make him look good. I'll make him look good. Let's fucking do it. Come on, dude. It's too easy. It's too easy. Let's see. We probably have a short-term market maker sell model in here too. We have some highs. We break lower. We rally. There is a... I can't tell if that's it or not. You know, it kind of looks shitty. Imbalance here. That one's left open. Up candle respected. We trade lower. Up candle respected. We trade lower. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but we still trade lower. Right for those clean lows inside that imbalance here. So if that is manipulation, I don't know if this is the low per se, because that was like a 2-point run. But if it's going to follow the script with what I said earlier, then it should form an imbalance on the way there, make that an inversion to long. That, I don't know, we'd have to probably wait for. But I don't know, drop some twos if you guys are having fun. I mean, drop some twos if you're having fun. Tweet it at the low of the day. Told you ES was likely to trade lower. That bitch is going lower. I mean, is that not fucking weird to you? It's weird to me. I used to look at a chart and not know what the fuck. I used to not know what was going to happen. Now I'm telling other people what's going to happen. It's weird. It's so cool, though. Nice, Nikki. Nice. Yeah, if I could part the C, what I'd probably do is part the traffic and just go 75, 80 miles an hour everywhere. You know what I mean? Be like, let's get rid of this traffic and just hit the ground and watch the cars go whoop, and then straight up. Do some 0 to 60 testing. That's probably how I would do that. Do that shit on Instagram Live. Be like, hey, watch this. Let's go check out the other two for just a minute. NQ pulling back some as well. Dow actually taking that low here. It didn't take it over here. It took that here, though. That's pretty shallow as well. That's pretty shallow as well. And we're coming up on the last 10 minutes of the hour, so we are coming up on the macro. But yeah, I guess that's not bad. Let me do one thing real quick. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's really the only like short-term sell model that I can really glean from all of that. NQ 1-minute mitigation model under the wick. This not making a lower low, that seems like a lot of strength, to be honest. We got some equal highs up here too. Anyone that's trying to short, I don't know why you'd be wanting to do that, but if you're trying to, stops are going to be there. So someone's about to get railroaded right up there. And yeah, Flacco, people are going to talk all the shit that they want. They won't tweet better than me. Beat me then. Time and tweet better than me, bitch. That's what you should tell them. You should be like, how about that? How about you call a fucking trade, you dumbass bitch? That's what you should tell them. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Maybe the energy drink is kicking in. I'm sorry. But people don't know how to do shit and still have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, people will put a review on a product they haven't bought. They'll review a book they haven't read. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just retarded. Literally, you're fucking retarded. You don't know why. You're right. You're right. I don't know why. Sure. I don't know why the market's going to go lower, but I told you it was going to go lower, and it does. You know what I mean? Macroeconomics. Oh, yeah. Good luck taking 2 trades a fucking year. That's fun. You're not a trader. You're a fucking old geezer. That's what you are. Anyway, let me stop. I'm trying to behave, and you guys are not bringing out my best. It's all your fault, chat. You get me excited, bro. Passing combines. That's like create a sense of self-importance. Many crave feeling important because they internalize how little they actually take up on actualizing a life of autonomy and authenticity. Well, Naruto, you sound like a philosopher right now. But I agree. I agree. I would say so. See if this is a short-term market maker buy model up to those highs. We'll watch it on a 15-second time frame. We'll watch it on a 15-second time frame. No worries. No worries. We'll stay here for a minute. And it's 12:50. Here's our macro. Let's see if we can deliver. Let's see if we can deliver higher. Not a trade idea. Okay? Don't trade with real money that you can't afford to lose. Not financial advice. All that good shit. All that good shit. Yeah, we'll take a look. Hopefully it stops raining. I need to go to the store, dude. I need to buy some more chicken. I need to get some vegetables. I hate vegetables, dude. They just don't. I don't know. They're just not fun. You know what I mean? They're just not fun. I might get some spinach as well. $40 pounds of chicken, Flacco? What the fuck? My blood type? I knew it a long time ago. I don't remember it now. My blood type is day trading. You know what I mean? Or my blood type is rain storm. You get it? That's all I got in me. And if all that fails, my blood type is USA, baby. Always free. American muscle, dog. American muscle. All right? That's what blood type I am. Not O negative or A positive. I'm USA, baby. USA. Pop, do you say salmon or salmon? Because I need to know. I've actually got some frozen fish in my freezer. But you're supposed to thaw it for like 4 or 6 hours. And I'm always like, yeah, I'll do that one day. And that's been in my freezer for like months now. Cause I'm like, oh fuck, who has that much time on their hands to just thaw shit out for 4 to 6 months? I mean, 4 to 6 hours, sorry. Who has time for that? Nice, Mason. That is a very good idea. Cameron, there's something I tried the other day. I have a friend who gets a butcher box, if you know what that is. Oh, they have it for pets too? Ooh. Don't send me the wrong shit. But they got all type of like filet mignon, ground beef, sirloin, chicken wings, bacon, all that stuff. Salmon or salmon, shrimp, scallops, cod, so on and so forth. But anyway, she let me try a few, and they were like grass-fed burgers, basically. And bro, oh my god, they were insane. They were absolutely insane. I ate one yesterday. No cheese, you know, none of the good shit, but so good, bro. They're never dry. They're just so. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I need some more of these for real. Stupid delicious. Nikki, I don't like vegetables because I like Cheetos and ranch and donuts and, you know, shit like that. That's why I don't like vegetables. You know what I mean? That's why. That's why. Blood type ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't got nothing to do with it. They just don't taste great. They just don't. And yeah, Cameron, I agree. Like these companies are pretty badass. They're expensive. I mean, expensive is relative, obviously, but I think she pays like almost $200 a month for her butcher box. Gee, I don't really have a goal, to be honest. Very weak rally on ES, by the way. It would be cool if we get a divergence too. That'd probably be nice. I don't have a goal, dude. It's just I started. I don't know if you, most of you probably follow me on Instagram. I've been doing food reviews lately, so I've been. Oh my god, dude! I went into fucking Crumble Cookie and ordered 4, and 2 of them were like upsized. I paid like $23 for 4 cookies. I ate them all. I ate them all. Not in one sitting, but I had about half of each one the first night, and then the next day I finished them off the next day. And that was right after I had pizza, and that was the day after I had Michis, Chinese and Puerto Rican food. You know what I mean? There's another food review I did. I just haven't uploaded it. I haven't took the time to edit to do the voiceover yet. But they were good though. The cookies were good. But straight sugar, dude. Straight sugar. I stepped on the scale a couple of nights ago and I was like, holy shit, who is that? Who is this guy? I like looked behind me. I'm like, who's putting their foot on the scale? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I need to get back with it. I need to get back with it. So I'm back on my I don't know what you call it. It's just a run, you know. Getting back into the water, the weighted vest I told you about earlier, high protein, you know, very, very minimal amounts of sugar. And yeah, getting back into a much better shape. So I don't really have a goal, G. The goal is to look better. You know, what's the point? Imagine this, chat. Just imagine this for a second. You know, imagine you're in a brand new 2025 Stingray and someone comes up to you like, oh shit, nice car. And you're like a fat ass. You know what I mean? Barely fit in the fucking car. Gotta put the seat back and the wheel forward just to fit in that bitch. Like, look, ladies, close your ears for a second. But gentlemen, you ain't gonna get no bitches being fat, bro. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. All right, ladies, you can come back now. It's just like, bro, you gotta improve. Okay? You gotta improve. That's all I'm saying. You don't gotta write that down. Okay? This is not one of those moments where you gotta write things down. But, you know, man to man, all right? You can't be a slob. Opening of the new hour, by the way. 1 o'clock is here. 1 o'clock is right here. And that's why I'm swapping back over to ES to see if we're not going to rally yet, if we drag a little bit, I want to see if there's going to be some sort of divergence or something. That would help confirm a low, in my opinion. But we just don't have anything solidified just yet. So we'll have to give it a few more minutes. Intermittent fasting. You guys think that it's funny? You think advice is funny? Is that what you think, chat? You think I'm just some big joke, huh? That's how it always starts. Oh yeah, John, he's so hilarious. And then 6 months down the road, everything's a joke to John. He can't take shit seriously. That's what you guys are doing to me? Everything's just funny. I'm just funny. I'm just a clown. Let me get my... I don't have a clown nose. I'll put my clown nose on, dog. That's all I am to you. That's what we're doing here. Let's take a brief look at gold real quick, because I think some of you did mention gold today. You know, I remember now. Silver was the better play. Silver was the better play. This morning, when we had our news at 7:30, CPI, gold, they both spiked lower, but gold made a much lower low here. And silver, that low from yesterday, the 11th, was much higher. And then you've got some pretty clean highs up here. I don't know if those are equal or not. I think that one's slightly higher. But still pretty clean highs, and that took off for these as well. So I do think silver was the better play versus gold. Not to say that you couldn't have done well with gold. Look at those highs right there. I think you could have done well with gold. I think silver was the better play. You know, broccoli's pretty trash too. I'm going to be honest with you. Broccoli is like the Dow Jones of vegetables. You know, other than they got some really stupid vegetables out there. I mean, like just beets, you know, like ugh. I mean, I'm just getting my stomach rumbling just talking about it. So that means ES probably made a lower low. Okay, so we've dug more into this imbalance. I'm wondering if it'll set up a mitigation for later. Okay, so we have a much lower low on ES, and then we're finally at least getting this one here. Lunch is low. Is that? Let me say this in closing. At this point, no pun intended, I would probably feel better about longing NQ than I would ES. NQ is the leader today. It has equal highs and data high. Versus ES, who data high is way up there and doesn't really have equal highs. So I still think this, let me zoom out. I still think what I talked about earlier is a possibility, but now, given what we've been given, I'm just gonna clean this right up. Data high, lunch is low, equal high is somewhere up there. I would feel better about manipulating that low, lunch is low, and then a reversal for those equal highs, and then potentially holding one contract for 850 and above. I would feel better about that. If we trade below this low and we can't get back above it to aim for those highs, then I would just log out, be done, and, you know, go do something else. And yeah, Pop, it has been an hour. I'm glad you guys had fun, though. You guys had fun listening to my bullshit? Is that what it is? I mean, at least you learned something. At least I don't just bullshit the whole time. Okay? I at least try to give you something. But yeah, I would want to see lunches low taken and then run. If we run from here, I'll just miss out. So, but that's it. We're pretty much at the end of the macro as well. So the macro didn't deliver up here. That liquidity is still there, though. It's still going to be there. So, you know, we'll have to see what pans out. And obviously, I will give you guys an update either in the Discord tonight or tomorrow, you know, for the market review. So I'll cut it here. Y'all be good, be blessed. Drop a like on your way out. I would greatly appreciate that. It would be appreciated. But yeah, y'all be good. And I will see you on Friday for the next live session right here on YouTube.